This is video of Charli D'Amelio disrespecting the chef. Also, only 1% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, so please consider subscribing.
Right, so Charli D'Amelio is well evil, apparently, according to the internet today. Why is this 16-year-old apparently evil? Well, we're going to be going into that. Now, honestly, there are no people on the internet who I care less about what's going on in their lives than the D'Amelio family, other than maybe Jake Paul. I really do not care about that man at all. I get bored just saying his name. So what is this beyond heinous crime that 16-year-old Charli D'Amelio has done at the age of 16? She was, oh God, a fussy eater. She also said it would have been cool for her to hit 100 million followers within the same year as hitting 1 million. Now, I am not joking. People are genuinely fuming at this. And it's not just like children on Twitter who have nothing better to do. Actual adults are doing this. Like, there's this TikTok here, which I'll show you in a bit, because it is mental. It's pretty much the whole reason I'm making this video. Because when I see a 16-year-old getting cancelled on Twitter for something minuscule, I normally assume, as I just said, it's kids that have literally nothing better to do than perpetuating it. But the fact grown adults are getting involved and actually caring about this is just crazy. But before we look at that TikTok, let's see the damning footage. So first of all, to get some context, this is Dixie, Charlie's sister, and they had a chef come and make them a paella, and the paella had snails in it, and she was sick from it or something.
Because I remember when I first met you, I was...
What is this?
Oh my God.
It's a mushroom.
No, it's not. That's a snail.
Oh my God.
It is a snail.
Oh!
It sometimes happens when...
Could you call that disrespectful? I don't know, because it's quite obviously a bit. The chef fed themselves as a bit, and that's backed up by this Hollywood Fix interview.
You know, there was somebody on production thought it would be funny to feed Dixie and Charlie snails.
So yeah, even without that, it was kind of obvious. Like, you can't feed teenagers snails and not expect a reaction like that. But anyway, on to the egregious statements Charlie made that made the world gang up on her.
Do we have any dino nuggets? I wish I had like more time. Because imagine if I hit 100 mil a year after hitting a mil.
That's it. That is literally it. She said, do we have any dino nuggets? And she said it would be cool to hit 100 million followers within the same year of hitting 1 million. Which it would be. You can't deny that. That would be really cool. But people are taking this as she doesn't appreciate her current follower count. Like, no, you're completely twisting what she said. But anyway, I am itching to show you this TikTok because it is simply mental. The woman in this video acts as if Charli D'Amelio is a fucking war criminal.
Charli D'Amelio sucks, and I'm glad that everyone is seeing her for who she is.
All right, I'm gonna stop you there, boss. Seeing her for who she really is, bruh. She's 16. She probably doesn't even know who she really is yet. And normally when you say people are seeing someone for who they really are, you're referring to someone like a sex criminal or a murderer that's been hiding in plain sight. Not a 16-year-old that asks for dino nuggets.
So I'm sure most of the interwebs, at least if this is coming up on your For You page, know about the whole scandal with her and Dixie being totally ungrateful with their private chef.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a scandal, so it's a pretty fucking boring scandal if you ask me. I know we've had a dead year, but having a 16-year-old saying, do we have any dino nuggets, surely cannot be considered a scandal. Like, get a grip. But in this next bit, she takes it from 0 to 100 real fucking fast.
As a picky eater, I get it. You might not love everything you're served. But to videotape it and think that it's okay to release is so tone deaf. We are in the middle of a global pandemic. People are losing their jobs, struggling to put food on the table. People are dying.
Jesus Christ! I mean, that is just a mad statement. Having a go at a 16-year-old for, and let me emphasize again, just saying, do we have any dino nuggets? If Charli D'Amelio started a famine, I would understand this reaction. But this is just so, I cannot get over people like this unironically exist. I can guarantee no one who lost their job due to COVID is watching this video and going, grrr, Charli D'Amelio wanting fucking chicken nuggets instead of snails. If she just ate those snails, maybe I'd still have a job. As mentioned earlier, I'm not a fan of the D'Amelios. I barely know anything about them, so I'm not some raging fan that has a bias towards them or anything. I'm just saying, if you're like 30 years old getting genuinely pissed off at a 16-year-old for the most minute thing, that was, let's face it, obviously a joke. You have to be a next level boring person.
People are dying. By the way, you seem to disregard that because you hang out with influencers all the fucking time. And you are just this bland girl who appeals to middle America, which is why you're successful. Kudos.
I can't get over this. I wouldn't expect this video from a child. You are literally a grown woman calling a child bland over the TikTok app. Like, come on. Surely you have something better to do. Like, go and do a fucking BuzzFeed quiz or watch some Coronation Street or something. I'm just baffled. How could an adult watch back this video and be like, yes, this is a reasonable reaction to a completely unimportant situation? If this video was done in a joking, satirical way, it'd be all right. But the fact she's so dead serious is hilarious.
And your sister rides your coattails, but then like what else? You tear everyone down who gives you constructive criticism. Even me months ago when I made one little video and you talked about me on Instagram, right?
Oh my god, this is so tragic. You are a full-on millennial beefing with a child. You need to get a job. And if you're crying about getting torn down for your constructive criticism of a 16-year-old, then that's even more of a reason to get a grip.
But you live in an echo chamber. It's evident, and you seem ungrateful, and that's going to be the quickest route to demise.
Well, that wasn't dramatic at all. Fucking hell. Now, I have a bit more to say on this topic, but first, I have an epic and cool message from today's sponsor who will help stop scary, angry people like this tracking you down, ExpressVPN. What ExpressVPN does is it essentially spoofs your location to make it look like you're in a different place to where you really are, which is sick from a security and privacy perspective. But you can also use this to access region-locked content like Netflix from other countries, which is life-changing, especially now that we're all confined to our swamps. And let me tell you, accessing Netflix from other regions is simply incredible. Because do you know what US Netflix has that the UK one doesn't? Criminal Minds, the best TV show to ever exist, bro. I cannot rate this show highly enough. Nothing even comes close to this show in my mind. Also, you think your ISP can't see what you're doing on incognito, you silly, silly goose? Of course they can. They can see all the naughty videos you're watching. But ExpressVPN stops them dead in their tracks. Also, when working from home, think about the confidential information. ExpressVPN helps keep that safe. Now, I've tried a lot of VPNs and many of them slow down your internet speeds, but ExpressVPN won't. ExpressVPN go meow. So if you value your privacy, I got a really good deal for you here. ExpressVPN, less than $7 a month, 30-day money-back guarantee. How could you say no? So if you're interested in that, take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months for free by clicking the link in the description box, expressvpn.com/memeless. But anyway, back on topic. I thought this account was a parody account because surely any self-respecting adult has better things to do than this. Like, it must be a parody, right? Surely this is just like a bait account. But it's not. It's not a parody account. And she's not the only adult talking about this. Admittedly, she's the most angry that I've seen. But there's that Perez Hilton loser making like 50 videos in the space of a day trying to stir shit. And then there's Trisha Paytas, who's literally 32 years old, making a video what seems like every 15 minutes about this. Like, do you lot just have nothing better to do? And to be clear, I have no issue with criticism or anything. If Charli D'Amelio actually did something bad, then sure, she deserves to be criticized and I guess educated about it. But the fact is she didn't really do anything. This is the most petty thing I have ever seen. And everyone who's mad at this really needs to sort it out. She went on Instagram Live and basically broke down over this. And it was really sad to see because she didn't do anything to deserve that backlash. And she must now feel like she has to walk on eggshells in everything she does now, because if she does even the tiniest thing, losers on the internet will just try and slate her, and it's sad. And because of this, she's lost something mental like 1 million followers. Like, there have been actual sex offenders on that app that haven't lost followers, but Charli D'Amelio says dino nuggets and loses over 1 million. It's just mental. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to talk about this because this is the stupidest reason I've seen for anyone getting cancelled ever. It's the most petty shit ever, and if you're getting upset over this, then get a grip, honestly.